In this session, we will look at creating a deduction or fringe based on an amount through the pay modifiers in the Sage Intacct Construction Payroll. Under Applications, go into Construction Payroll, System Pay Modifiers, and in this scenario, we'll click Create New. Our identifier will be, let's say, for example, we're going to do employee deduction for a dental care plan that they're on. We'll label it dental, give it an effective date, and what the pay category will be if it's a deduction or a fringe. In this case, it's a deduction. And what type. We're going to base it off an amount. And that amount can either be a flat amount or it can be based on a percentage. So in this scenario, let's say it's a flat amount. It's going to be $85 a pay period for the employees, and that's standard throughout the whole company. So in that scenario, we can key in the amount right here, $85 per pay period. Now, if it did vary per employee, you could leave the amount blank here, and then in the employee setup, you can define the amount per employee as needed. So in this scenario, it's going to be $85 flat amount. And what's it going to be based off of? Well, because it's a flat amount, we don't need to really do any base definition here. But if it was a percentage, let's say it was 5%, deduction, you can say it's based off of time card earnings. And that's what you would do here. But in this scenario, we don't need that because it's just going to be based on a flat amount. And then if there's any reporting requirements for Atrix, for taxable or for W-2s, you can fill that out here and look up your tax type number. I would click Save, and that would save that dental in the system. And if we do another one, for example, let's create a new one, and let's say it's for employer paid health insurance. So let's just call it insurance. And maybe we'll put an E on it with an underscore just so we know it's employer based. And in this scenario, you would pick other compensation. And let's say it's going to be an amount based as well. And the amount we pay per period, again, may vary by the individual. So we could leave it blank here as well. But basically, let's say the employer is going to pay health insurance and it's going to be $125 per pay period. We can now fringe that over to the construction, to the project, and we can also send it over to the general ledger as a liability. So in that scenario, we'll click a flat amount, and we'll say save. And now we have both a amount-based deduction setup and an amount-based employer fringe. Thank you.